Hello again everybody, we are at the Kustom Kulture Blast Off 2024 event at Slates Farm in Lincolnshire. It's Friday the 6th of September, we've just arrived and we're going to go and have a look round and hopefully have something to eat. Hello Chaz.
Hello mate, you alright?
Yeah, Chaz is with us and Gary and his brother are with us too. Yeah, there are loads of people camped already. And there's a nice little wooded area with fairy lights. And there's the bogs over there. So this event has a new organising team and a new venue, and I can't wait to have a look round and see what's going on. Well, this is great, but I am looking forward to some food. Right, let's get some food. And I have to say, this Thai street food stand was absolutely fantastic. Really tasty food and very generous portions. So if you're into airbrushing, pinstriping, hot rods, choppers, custom cars, music, tattoo artists, all that sort of stuff, then this is definitely the festival for you. So keep an eye out for it in 2025 as well. There certainly is a lot of very well presented vehicles here. Anyhow, we're off to this lovely little wooded area where there's a fire pit and a bar, because fancy a beer before turning in for the night. It's Saturday morning and we've woken up to a little bit of misty murkiness, but I'm thinking it should clear pretty soon. The weather forecast is good for today and I'm looking forward to having a good look around this show. Right, well, everyone's up, we've had a coffee. First things first, I'm going to go and find some breakfast. Well, there's a good food catering vans on site, but we've opted to have breakfast in a bowl here. Well, that was a good breakfast. Let's have a look at the Harleys in this tent. Now there were some absolutely gorgeous bikes in this tent and some very, very nice paintwork too. They're running a sort of competition where you could fill in a form and vote for your favourite. Now this bike was for sale, and Chaz did seem to be quite tempted by it, but unfortunately in the end the deal fell through. But it is a lovely looking bike and actually was available for quite a good price. Now the panel jam tent is where all the pinstripers hang out, and you can watch them doing their painting on site, and I've heard you can go and have a bit of a go as well.
Called outliners or riggers, and you can stripe, fairly easy with them.
Yeah.
Some people tend to prefer having a long handled because you can start with a nice, and you can get a fairly good line with them. Yeah. It's dragging on the paint at the minute. As it wants washing, as is there is in with ordinary sable brushes. And it's just a matter of choice really. That's actually the same size as that one, but if you look, the hair on this one is slightly longer.
Right.
And they can, if you're doing larger pieces, then the longer hair out means you get more paint in the brush, and you're not sort of stopping and having to put your brush in. But what you've got to learn is, once you start there, so your brush is quite a way out, but when you get here the tendency is to do this, and it fattens up. Yeah, so you need to get from there to there, you lift the brush out, and so you feel your hand going up all the time.
So I've got to do this.
Keep the paint lively in the brush, but lively. Bit of paint, dip it in your white spirit, and then palette it through this lot here, because that's all already been thinned.
That's clever, yeah.
And all the time roll the brush as well as you're going through it. Yeah, and then just try a test line and see how it's going. Yeah, now go back through it because you've took the paint off the tip, and then have a go. See how it goes.
Right.
Oh, he's got the shakes.
I have, haven't I?
Just a quick question then about the shakes. Your hand over arm method, does that stop it from shaking so much?
It can do, but what it gives you is where your brush starts at that end, you can lift your brush out easier.
Okay.
Then if you're using that method, using your finger, it's not as easy to lift out.
Right.
That's not bad, Alex.
Right, so there's
It's made a mark at least.
no, but that's it's the start.
Yeah,
This is what we're saying. It's you'll get fed up of doing straight lines.
Yeah,
and
but you've got to
curves.
learn, haven't
Yeah.
you? That's right. You've got to get
What we do, you see on the various sites, Pinhead Garage and what have you. You get people they learn, or they think they're learning by drawing designs, and painting designs, and you can't do that until you've learned.
Yeah, you got it. So like that.
Yeah.
Retract it.
Yeah.
When you load that
But
brush
it's
up,
almost when it's
it
right
stays
under your
loaded
hand from
Yeah.
right there.
quite a long time, isn't it?
God, it's so hard to do a straight
We were
line.
saying one of the sword ones holds enough to do both sides of a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd do. You do a double line
Can we have
down
a,
so
Gary, can we
you
do a
go
straight line with that? Seriously.
Because you don't want to stop, do you?
That's
No.
really clever, honestly.
Alex, you've got a whole YouTube channel
Once
on
you've
this
done that
again,
right,
yeah?
you'll realise what
There's
the
a
skill
fella-
these guys have got.
on YouTube called Glenn Weisberger. Gerber, isn't it, Terry?
Do you want to sit down, Gary?
Glenn Weisgerber.
to load this up? Or? Yeah, load it up. So the gentleman will show you how to load it.
Can't remember.
Alex, do you know Glenn on YouTube? Glenn Weisberger?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yes, he
He
does,
goes
mate.
under Tasmaraz or something.
How do I do this? Get this
I
part.
just pallet it in this part.
So it's your turn now, Gary.
It's not artistic, Gary.
Bloody when he was younger, I was-
Yeah, it's
Thing is, you have to get some.
It's quite artistic.
You can get the paint in the brush and then
Was it
white
autistic?
spirits.
That's hard to... It's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's when you run off the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. It's what, just
Yeah.
on
Now
there.
try that.
You- and pinch your fingers,
lay
the man
br-
said.
Lay the brush down a little bit
bit-
more,
bit
a
heavier.
bit thicker line. Yeah. It's working on the tip. You see, that's more controllable.
Yeah. That's mad, isn't it? It's
And that's
so-
the sort of
It looks so
thickness
easy.
of
It's
line
so
you'd want.
difficult. Well, I find it difficult, but then I'm not very artistic. But it's like it's amazing to watch people do it. 'Cause it looks really easy, and it's really
It
hard.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? These
It just looks so easy to do.
And in the tent next door is the Brush Man, where you can buy your pinstriping brushes. And of course I did. Right, now Nicky's decided we're going to have a coffee. So which one of these fantastic cars is your favourite? Which would you like to take home and stick on your drive? Drop us a comment and let us know. There's also a good number of trade stalls and club stands to look round as well. Now tickets are already on sale for this event in 2025. It's from Friday the 5th of September to Sunday the 7th of September, and I'll put a link in the video description for the website where you can buy them. So we come across the front camping field and you can see there are some sort of pre-erected bell tents that you could have booked to stay in if you wanted to. But of course we're quite happy with the motorhome. Well, we come back to the van. I've got the kettle on and gonna have a cup of tea and possibly a little bit of lunch. And after lunch I came to have a closer look around the UK Airbrush Forum stand, and Look at the fantastic artwork on display here. Very, very high quality stuff. And another look at these scooters. Now, I'm not really a scooter person, but you can't deny some of these are pretty spectacular, aren't they? And what looks like a heavy gold flake on this one here isn't flake at all. It's actually individually positioned sequins under the clear coat. That must have taken forever. Well, we all had another nice wander around the show this afternoon, but we've had a bit of a meet up and a bit of a conflab, and we've decided that because there's quite heavy rain forecast for this evening and overnight, and we are just in a field in heavy front wheel drive motorhomes, so we don't particularly want to get stuck, and I think we have seen all the exhibits in the show, so what we're going to do, we're going to go down and have some dinner, and then we're going to pack up and head home just because of that bad weather.
We're doing the other way. Can
So-
we stop clearing up now?
Well, all right then, we're going to clear up, then go down and have dinner, then
Make up
go
your mind.
home, I think. Yeah, so it's been an absolutely fantastic show. Hopefully it will happen again next year and we can come back and there'll be no heavy rain forecast. But yeah, highly recommend coming here next year if you get the chance. So we're going to head off now, sign off, and we'll see you again very soon in our next video.